Hello students, welcome to the today's session of our unit 3, that is design for the fluctuating loads. Till now we have seen the terms, that is stress concentration, its causes for the stress concentrations, and the methods to reduce the stress concentrations we have seen. In order to that, there is a term, that is stress concentration factor, we have seen in the previous session. So to determine this stress concentration factor, we have two methods, that is the mathematical method based on the theory of elasticity and the experimental method like photoelasticity. For simple geometric shape, the stress concentration factors can be determined by the photoelasticity, that is experimental methods. The charts for the stress concentration factors for different geometric shapes and conditions of loading were originally developed by the scientist Ray Peterson. At present, the finite element analysis, that is FEA packages, are used to find out the stress concentration factor for any geometric shape. Now, the chart for the stress concentration factor for a rectangular plate with a transverse hole loaded in tension or compression is shown in the next figure of the next slide. Here, the nominal stress in this case will be given by sigma equal to P by W minus D into T. Now here, T is the plate thickness, D is the diameter, and W is the width. Now the value of stress concentration factor for a flat plate with a shoulder fillet is subjected to tensile or compressive force R sigma equal to P by dt. Now from the figure 5.3, the nominal stresses so far is given by. So in the next slides, you will see the different charts where the stress concentration factors are given for the different ratios, different geometries, we will see. So here in the left side, the chart is given for the stress concentration factor versus the ratio of diameter and the width. This is for a flat plate with a hole. Now the width is W as shown in the above figure, D is the diameter, and P is the axial forces. The stress concentration factor chart is shown here. So using the ratio of D by W, we can find out for particular ratio the particular stress concentration factor. Similarly, to the right side, figure 5.3, the flat plate with shoulder fillet in tension or compression is given. The stress concentration factor here, the chart shows stress concentration factor versus the R by D ratio, where R is the fillet radius and D is the smaller diameter of the shaft. Now, the flat plate with shoulder fillet in tension or compression, we can find out the stress concentration factor for different D by D ratio and R by D ratio. So using the larger and smaller diameter ratio and the fillet radius and smaller diameter ratio, for a particular case we can find out the particular stress factor using this chart. Now the charts for the stress concentration factor for a round shaft with shoulder fillet is subjected to tensile force, bending moment and torsional moment in the next slide. The nominal stresses in these three cases are: first, the tensile force sigma is P by area. Here area is pi by 4 d square, where d is the diameter of the shaft. Now the bending moment acting sigma b can be found out using my by I, where m is the moment of inertia and mass moment, and I is the moment of inertia, where I is given by pi d raised to 4 divided by 64 and y is given by d by 2. Now third is the torsional moment, that is tau 0 is given by mtr by j. Now here j, that is polar moment of inertia, can be found out by using pi d raised to 4 divided by 32 and r is find out by using d by 2. Using these three equations, we can calculate the tensile force, bending moment and torsional moment. So the stress concentration factor for the round shaft with shoulder fillet in tension, the chart 5.4 is given at the left side. Here, similar to the previous chart, we can find out the stress concentration factor with the given d by d ratio and r by d ratio as shown in the figure. Similarly, for the stress concentration factor for the round shaft with shoulder fillet in bending, now here is it in bending, we can find out the stress concentration factor with the help of this chart and the d by d ratio and r by d ratio. The next chart 5.6 is for the stress concentration factor, that is for the round shaft with shoulder fillet in torsional. Here also, with the help of this chart, we can find out the stress concentration factor with d by d ratio and the r by d ratio. So if we know the r by d ratio and the d by d ratio, we can point it, and with that point we can find out the stress concentration factor in the left side scale. In the next session, we are going to see some of the examples related to this stress concentration. Thank you.